Hello everybody and welcome to the IsisParenting Cloth Diapering webinar. I'm Cindy Meltzer, Community Manager at ISIS and your moderator for tonight's presentation. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about IsisParenting if you're not familiar with us. So IsisParenting is the nation's most trusted prenatal and early parenting destination. We're based in Boston, but you can find us online at IsisParenting.com. We have 4 centers in Boston where you'll find a really great selection of curated retail products for new and expecting parents, and also classes and education for new and expecting parents as well. We have a really great Facebook community that you can join, and you can also find us on Twitter at IsisParenting handle. So let me introduce today's presenter, Susan Scheel. She is a mom of 3 and a former cloth diaperer. She educates ISIS staff on cloth diapering basics so that they can help parents who are considering cloth. Susan is one of the ISIS founding team members and is a former lactation consultant. She fondly refers to ISIS as her 4th child. Welcome, Susan.
Hi, Cindy. It's great to be here.
Now I'm going to introduce myself. I'm the Community Manager at IsisParenting, which means that I am responsible for all things online social media related, like the blog, video. I manage and monitor our Facebook and Twitter channels, and also conduct and schedule webinars like these. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be presenting in the webinar here. So Susan is going to start by talking about the reasons why people cloth diaper. She'll try and make sense of all the cloth diapering options that are available to parents these days, and there are a lot of them. She'll share what you need to know to get started with cloth diapering and describe what daily life is like when you're cloth diapering, including laundry. So Susan, what are some of the main reasons why parents choose to cloth diaper their babies?
Well, Cindy, there are many contributing factors that influence the decision making. If you've already made the decision to cloth diaper or you're still in the process, here are a few reasons that we find tip the balance for families. Cost savings is a driving force for many families when deciding whether or not to cloth diaper. With single-use diapers, you can expect to spend on average between $1,800 and $2,500 or more from the beginning to the end per child. Now, to put that into context of a newborn, you may spend around $150 a month with disposable, compared to about $19 or less per month with cloth diapers. And that's a huge savings. A great cloth diapering system can cost you as little as $300 per child. And an added bonus is that they can be reused for the next child too. Another motivating factor is the impact on our environment. By cloth diapering, families greatly reduce the amount of waste they send to landfills. As noted in the slide, disposable diapers are the 3rd most common post-consumer product in landfills today. And just to understand that, Americans alone throw away 570 disposable diapers every second, and that adds up to 49 million diapers daily.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, so by environmental factors, with families choosing to cloth diaper, in addition to the not putting as much into landfills, families are reducing chemical pollution and energy consumption that occur during the manufacturing of disposable diapers.
Now, I've always been curious about what's inside your mainstream disposable diapers.
Okay, Cindy, are you ready? It's a laundry list of more than 15 chemical ingredients, including xylene, styrene, dioxin, fragrances, phthalates, polyurethane, adhesives, glues, inks, and elastics, lubricants, and formaldehyde, and more.
Ugh.
None of these are good for baby, and disposable diapers put them right up against baby's most sensitive parts. Last but certainly not least, parents love the idea of soft cloth against baby's skin. And there are benefits to baby skin as well. With cloth diapers, there tends to be more air circulation, less buildup of temperature, so baby's bum isn't overheating, and fewer rash problems. Plus, cloth diapers get changed more often, and that's healthy.
Okay, so we're going to take a little poll now. So let us know, what are some of the reasons that you are considering cloth diapering? And you can answer more than one if you want. But we're just curious to see, and we think it's fun to see, what are the factors that are most important to you? I'll just give a minute for people to put in their responses. So it looks like economic and environmental are pretty up there. And that doesn't surprise me. Does it surprise you, Susan?
Not at all, especially these days with the economy the way it is.
Okay, let's keep moving here. So Susan, once you've made the decision to try cloth diapering, the options can be overwhelming. Can you walk us through the different choices and how they all work?
Sure. So to start off, we have the all-in-one diaper. And the all-in-one diaper is also referred to as the AIO. It has a waterproof cover and an absorbent inner liner and built-in closures. So these diapers are very convenient since it's all in one package and only one item to put on baby with each diaper change. All-in-ones do need to be washed after each diaper change, and they may take a little longer to dry since they're thicker than some of the other options. Now we have in your slide pictured here a Swaddle Bees all-in-one, newborn size, and I personally like this one because notice that front snap in the middle just above the label that has a little snap down, and that is to help that healing newborn belly button. And then Cindy and I also pulled out in the picture below, we pulled out the attached liner just to show you how the all-in-ones are constructed. So next we have pocket diapers. And pocket diapers are constructed with a waterproof outer layer and a moisture wicking inner layer. And that inner layer is frequently made of a microfiber fleece that's used to wick moisture away so that fleece layer will stay dry, creating a barrier, and this helps to prevent diaper rash. So then when you go to put the diaper on the baby, that pocket is stuffed with an absorbent layer, which could either be a Prefold diaper, an insert, or a booster liner, all of which we'll talk about shortly. Pocket diapers, just like the all-in-ones, do need to be changed with washed after each diaper change. But these are great for somebody who wants lots of options. So next we come to prefolds and covers. And this is really the basic form of cloth diapering. Prefold diapers consist of multiple layers of stitched fabric that's stitched together with an inner channel that's thicker and more absorbent than the outer channels. And a waterproof cover is used to keep the diaper on the baby. For these diapers, you can reuse the cover in between changes.
Susan, a question just came in about cloth diaper materials. Somebody wants to know which cloth is better. I guess there's cotton, hemp, bamboo, microfiber, so many she doesn't know what to buy.
So it can be really confusing. So Prefold diapers and absorbent liners, any of the inserts, can be made of all of these fabrics: cotton, hemp, bamboo, fleece. Cotton Prefolds can come in bleached or unbleached, non-organic or organic. The ones pictured in the slide happen to be the organic unbleached cotton diapers from Bummies. The unbleached diapers, while they may be a little bit more expensive, they do tend to last longer. And what's becoming more and more popular are the bamboo and hemp Prefolds. These have a tendency to be more durable and more absorbent than cotton. They're also more resistant to mold and mildew. And they may take a little bit longer to dry, and they do tend to be a bit more expensive as well. But no matter what you choose as your option, just remember that the quality of diapers will actually make a huge difference in how well your diapers are going to work, how long they're going to last, and how happy you are and your baby is with the diapering system that you have. So the newest innovation in the cloth diapering world is a hybrid system. And the hybrid diapering system provides options for every occasion and lifestyle. So the flip diaper that's pictured on the left, the yellow cover, is a reusable cover that has a cotton terry insert liner. And on the right, we have the Grovia reusable cover with a disposable bio-liner insert. And the disposable insert has an adhesive tab at both ends that help adhere it to the diaper cover.
This looks really great. We've had a lot of questions from parents who want to do cloth diapering part-time. Seems like it would make sense for them.
Absolutely. I mean, this system gives you the convenience and flexibility of both options. Both, if you're home and it's pretty easy, you can do the cloth portion of it. If you're out and about, if you're on the road and traveling and don't want to deal with the mess of wet diapers, then the disposable is a great option.
So let's do another little poll. And now that you've heard about all of the different cloth diapering options, which one is most appealing to you? We're curious. And you can click more than one if more than one appeals. I love doing these polls. They're so fun.
And look at how quickly they change.
I know. Great. Oh yeah, a lot of people interested in that hybrid system.
Well, it's definitely more convenient and gives, especially if you're sharing the care between many.
Right. Cool. All right. So now that we know all of the options that are available, how do parents get started with cloth diapering? What do they need to know about getting set up?
Well, the first and probably the burning question is, how many of these things do you need? Keep in mind that this is really based on your baby's age, wetting habits, and the frequency of your laundering. And always just remember that the diapers do need to be washed at least every 2 to 3 days, and you want to remember to rotate your stash as well. So with the typical newborn, a newborn's wetting pattern is about 12 to 18 diapers daily. And then babies, it kind of drops down almost in half between 6 to 8 changes. Plus with those older babies, you'll want to come up with an overnight solution that would include liners and booster pads. So if you take that daily pattern and multiply it at least by 2, that should at least get you covered to start if you're going to do full-time cloth diapering.
A lot of parents are asking which brand is the best brand to buy.
Well, in all of the research that we've done and the experience that we've had with the families at ISIS, is that you really don't need to invest in a single system. Mix and match is really kind of, it seems to be the trend. And we've actually based our assortment to accommodate that. So really it depends on your lifestyle, your needs, your baby's age, and at what stage they're at.
Okay, so how does sizing work with cloth diapers?
Well, again, we have options, which is great because this is a lot different from when I was cloth diapering my kids. New to the market is the one-size diaper, which basically covers and will fit a baby from birth to about 30 to 35 pounds. And literally that could be you could have one set of covers that will cover the whole lifetime of diapering that child. So the way that these work are that there are snaps. There's a series of snaps and velcro. The diaper pictured in your slide is by Thirsties. And the way the snaps work is that it allows for the front of the diaper to be folded over and the closures to be snapped on top of each other to ensure a proper fit. So that's one option. Another option is diapers that are just sold as a single size, typically newborn, infant, and baby, but it really varies by brand. So once you've chosen your covers, how do you know if this thing actually fits and you're not going to have leaky diapers all over the place? The easiest way is to take a visual. If you've got a newborn or a young baby, if you place the baby on their back, pull the legs up after putting the diaper on, and just take a look at how it fits around the legs and the bum and around the waistline and at the back. Does it seem snug to you? If you're able to see any air between the diaper and the skin, you're really going to need to adjust the fit. So to do that, you can adjust the snap settings to a smaller setting and fasten and snap more snugly. You can also, if it's a single size diaper, you might want to jump down to a smaller size. With an older child, you can have that baby stand up and notice how the Prefold or the liner is positioned relative to the back elastic. If it's higher, you can lay the baby down, pull the diaper up towards the front, readjust, and then close your cover again and refasten. But always keep in mind that as your baby grows, their shape is going to change, so you just want to check frequently.
Susan, we just got a question asking if cloth diapers are better at protecting against blowouts and leakage than your traditional disposables.
That's a great question, and I know a concern of many. Proper fit and preparing for heavy wetting will help minimize issues with leakage. The number one cause of leakage is actually a saturated diaper that needs to be changed. In my own experience, I remember that I always could tell when the diaper needed to be changed because the baby was aware of the wetness. So there is a tendency with cloth diapering to change the diapers more frequently. However, one thing that we've heard from our cloth diapering moms is that they really don't see nearly as many blowouts and leakage as with disposable diapers. And that's likely to do because the fit is more customized. So another thing to consider is what to do for the heavy wetting periods. So overnights and nap time when they're sleeping for a good chunk of time. This is easily accomplished by adding multiple layers during those heavy wetting times. So adding a second diaper with a larger cover for overnights, or 1 or 2 extra liners plus the diaper during nap times can help avoid any kind of leakage that you may see.
Okay, let's do another fun poll. So we want to know what part of cloth diapering is most intimidating to you, because I know some people are a little bit hesitant about it. So is it the cost? Is it the laundry? Is it, as we like to say, what to do with the poo? Are you worried it might not be convenient? Are you worried other people around you take care of the baby might not want to do it? So laundry is coming out as the biggest one here. Although what to do with the poo is coming up a close second. We'll talk about that.
Convenience is also inching its way up there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. So what is daily life like as a cloth diapering parent?
It's actually not as bad as you may think. I mean, especially if you're starting out from the beginning. If you start out by cloth diapering, you're not going to know what it's like by not doing it. However, even if you're jumping into this game midway through, it's an easy switch to make. It's a few changes in your lifestyle, but the benefits of it I think are definitely worth it. There are some things that you do need to do in preparation before you put that first cloth diaper on your baby, or anytime you buy new cloth diapers, and that's pre-washing. If you're using the all natural like cotton, organic hemp, bamboo diapers, you do need to pre-wash your diapers, wash and dry them in hot water with a small amount of zero residue detergent. With the natural fiber diapers, you do need to wash and dry them at least 3 to 5 times. And the reason that you do this is this will remove the natural oils and waxes that inhibit absorption. And one way to test this after you've completed your washes, the 3 to 5 washes, is after that last wash your diapers are dry, take one diaper or liner and take about a teaspoon of water and drop it on the diaper. If it absorbs immediately into the diaper, then your diapers are good and ready to go. If the water actually beads on the surface of the diaper, then that means that there are still some of those oils and waxes within the fabric. So you'll have to do another wash and dry until you can pass that test.
Good tip.
So what is that non-residue, zero residue detergent? It's actually a detergent that's free of dyes, enzymes, perfumes, whiteners, brighteners, and bleaches. In our experience and from great testimonials from clients, Charlie's soap is an ISIS favorite. It is a zero residue detergent and cleans diapers in a pre-wash perfectly and keeps them clean all through your diapering. One other thing to remember is to not use any chlorine, bleaches, whiteners, or brighteners like OxyClean, fabric softeners, and oil or vinegar. So what do you do with the diapers once your baby's soiled them? That's another big question. And again, some changes from when our mothers may have diapered is that you actually don't need to add any kind of additional water to your soiled diapers. You could either put them in a pail with a pail liner or a wet sack these wet sacks are designed to hold at least a day or two's worth of soiled diapers. And pictured here we have two different diaper sack options. The larger one is actually a pail liner from Grovia. And then the smaller ones are wet bags that have a zipper and a drawstring closure that are great for keeping in your diaper bag, and they come in 3 different sizes. So they're great for if you're out and about.
Those are made by Bummies, right?
I believe so, yes. So here's another burning question. What do you do with the poo? One of the great benefits additional benefit of breastfeeding is that breastfed babies' poop is actually water soluble. So you don't even need to rinse it off from the diaper. You can just throw it into your wet sack. As an aside note, I know that somebody had asked the question, like, can you start with a newborn? You can absolutely start cloth diapering with a newborn. However, from my own personal experience, in that early postpartum period, you might want to just use disposables until your baby's past meconium all the way, because it tends to be really sticky and may be hard to get off the diapers and may stain them as well. But one thing that that's a great gadget and convention in innovation is the diaper sprayer. And pictured in the slide is a diaper sprayer from Bum Genius, and this easily attaches to the tank of your toilet. So you've got a little nozzle, and when you're ready to remove any kind of solid waste from the baby's diaper, you just hold the diaper over the toilet, use this spray nozzle, spray the solid waste from the diaper into your toilet, and then take your rinsed off diaper and drop that into your wet bag or pail.
Cool. Okay, so let's talk about washing.
Yes, washing. Again, you're going to wash your diapers every 2 to 3 days. And it's pretty easy since you're just putting everything all in one container. You can take your wet bag and drop your diapers, inserts, covers, and liners, and including the wet bag, into your washing machine. You can do a quick pre-rinse on cold water with a little bit of detergent, and this will help to remove any kind of leftover soil from the diapers. You're then going to want to wash again on warm or hot water with detergent. And then when your wash cycle is finished, you can tumble dry the inserts and the Prefolds, but remember not to use any kind of dryer sheets or fabric softener. And then as far as the covers go, you'll want to line dry or air dry your covers, pocket diapers, and anything that's made with a hook and loop closure or a velcro. Now with pocket diapers, one of the benefits there is that if you've filled that pocket diaper with a liner, you don't need to take the liner out of the diaper cover. The agitation during washing enables the insert to make its way out during the wash cycle. As far as drying times go, pocket diapers also have a tendency to dry more quickly than all-in-one diapers because they have less materials. And with your diapers, you do need to make sure that they're being rinsed in lots of water. So you don't want to fill the washing machine with just a little bit of water. You want to maximize the amount of water that's going into the washing machine because this will, over a long term, help to avoid the buildup of detergent bacteria in urine. Now if that frightens you, not to worry. Just one way to check to make sure that your diapers are always clean is, do they smell bad? Are they discolored? If that's the case, do run them through a wash cycle on hot water with plenty of detergent. But if you have the opportunity, sunlight is a natural brightener and disinfectant. So if you have the option to line dry outside, and you don't have to do this all the time, but every once in a while it's great to hang them to dry outside for a natural sanitizing, and you'll end up with stain and clean-free diapers.
Great. Well, I have a bunch of questions here coming in about washing. So first, someone is asking, do diapers have to be washed separately, or can they be washed with other clothes?
They should always be washed separately.
Okay. And a couple of people have asked about cloth diapering if you don't have a washer or dryer in your home. How feasible is it to cloth diaper if you're in that situation?
It can be a little tricky. If you consider the volume of diapers that you'll have on a daily basis, hand washing, I think for most of us would be a little outrageous. However, in these situations, I know there are plenty of people that use the laundromat as an option, keeping in mind that you'll need to go every couple of days. But another great option would be to use one of the hybrid systems. So at least you're reusing your covers, and those are easily hand washed. You can get a drying rack that you can stick in your bathtub, and it's not too cumbersome.
That's a great idea. And then someone else is asking about cloth diapering services. Are those still around?
You know, you really have to check in your area. I know in the Boston area we did used to have a couple around. So looking into your own individual areas, it's a great convenience if you're really not interested in washing your own. But also keep in mind that there is an added expense with the service. So diaper creams and rashes. It's always you know, a concern of parents, especially you know, if it's a bad rash. One of the benefits that many cloth diapering families report is that babies actually have fewer diaper rashes. But if you are in a situation where a baby does have a rash, you know, you should always you know, consult your pediatrician and treat according to their recommendations. If you are cloth diapering, mainstream diaper creams that come in direct contact with the cloth diaper service can build up and cause the diaper to actually lose its absorbency, and that's because of the high zinc content or petroleum content in the cream itself. But if you know, do need to use this kind of a traditional rash cream, you should always use one of the Stay Dry liners or a fleece liner that's going to create that barrier between the baby's bum and that diaper cream and the surface of the diaper. But as an alternative, there are some eco-friendly diaper creams that are safe and designed to be used with cloth diapers, and this offers a great alternative for families. If you are cloth diapering and baby does have a recurring rash, it could be due to the sensitivity that baby skin may have to like a buildup of residue in the diaper. So if this is the case, you're going to want to do one of those you know, washings again, where you're washing on you know, heavy or hot water with plenty of detergent. And make sure that once your diapers are washed and dried, that they don't have that odor of urine and they're not discolored.
So we actually had quite a few questions come in on the registration form about diapers, cloth diapering, and daycare. And so we actually asked our friends over at Bright Horizons, Bright Horizons is a child care company. They have over 600 centers worldwide, so we figured they were a pretty good expert on the subject. So we asked them about cloth diapering in daycare, and they told us that it actually varies by state because it's a state can be a state regulated thing. So you want to ask your daycare provider if they will allow you to use cloth. And if they say no, you might want to ask if it's a state policy or a center policy. And then you could actually go and research the state policy if you wanted to. But know that it's you know, sort of more than one factor at work here, and there could be child care centers in states that do allow cloth diapering that aren't interested in doing in managing cloth diapers.
Well, Cindy, in that situation, that may be where one of the hybrid systems comes in handy, because all the care provider is going to have to really manage is changing the covers, and that may be a solution for many folks.
Great. Well, we have come to the end of our presentation. And I know there are a lot of questions that came in that we weren't able to get to. So what we're going to do is we're going to type out some answers to those and send that out in an email along with a list of the products that we mentioned during this webinar. We'll also send you a coupon and a recording of this session. So you'll have the whole session to go over as a recording. If you still have burning questions after that, you can email Susan at community@IsisParenting.com. And I would like to thank Susan for a wonderful presentation about cloth diapering.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Thanks everybody for coming, and we hope to see you at another ISIS Parenting webinar soon. Bye-bye.
Great. Thanks everybody.
Thank you. Please stand by.